some advice. Speak next time, Javi. Hello, everyone. Wise men say only fools rush in. And when I first heard that, I thought that
it was a racist joke.
Elvis was calling out the Russians. Only fools, Russian. But he said rush in.
I thought he was talking about a football game.
There was a language barrier for me when I heard that as a kid. I'm like, this guy is calling Russians fools. Or all fools are Russian. That's what he says. I didn't make up the lyrics. Go read them. This is Beans and Rice. This is Hos.
And this is Melekalikimaka is the thing to say. Oh no. Is it bright or white?
I don't know.
On the Hawaiian Christmas Day, and this is Host Beefy.
And my name is Javier.
Oh, he went by his full name today.
Full name, man.
Full name?
Yeah.
You think he's okay?
I don't know if he's okay or not. He broke some stuff earlier today.
He's been a little reckless. He's been kind of like a little Tasmanian devil lately.
He has. He's been just spinning around in circles, uttering nonsense, not speaking any language.
It's
just
not
grunting.
due to the cocaine either, guys.
But what's up? How's everybody doing?
Good. We're 4 days away from Christmas?
4.
2.
I can smell it.
3, technically.
3. Yeah, we're in the middle somewhere.
Now, is it going to snow this Christmas?
I don't know. I didn't check the weather app, but I usually do.
I believe in
Normally
miracles.
it snowed every Christmas, like last
I don't know.
Like 6 years. Or, yeah.
Even though it never
we've had a good streak.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I haven't even checked the weather because I just believe in God. So God, you're on the line, buddy.
But I mean, as people say, it is 2020, so
True.
Fuck,
we
what are
may
you
not
doing,
see
God?
it. We
I
may
think
not
God's
see
been
it.
kind of a jerk, huh, lately?
Lately, he has.
But you know what?
Teaching us a lesson.
Why don't you tell us what day it is, Hoss?
It's National Short People Day, the 22nd of December.
Dang.
I didn't make up this holiday. You can look it up. Now, I didn't read the specifics into it. I don't know if it's saying short people.
It's
And
all
not
inclusive
including-
now. It's all inclusive.
You would think.
The little community, the little person community, the hobbit community,
The bite-sized community.
all of them, the fun-sized community.
Fun size.
Those snack-sized people. I get it. Yeah.
Those snackies out there. Happy Wee Man. Shout out to Wee Man. Probably Mini-Me, R.I.P.
Willow the Wizard.
Wait, he passed away?
Mini-Me?
What?
Yeah, dude, Mini-Me
Yeah, a
passed
couple years
away.
ago, I think.
Yeah. And,
Professor
what else?
Flitwick.
Ooh. They got
From Caldero. Pelu.
they got that little guy, dude. What's his name? He's on Eastbound and Down. Have you ever?
I watched a couple episodes, but
He's
I
like
haven't
this
seen the
little
whole
Mexican
thing.
guy. He was also on The Wizard of Oz, like one of those little
Munchkins.
He was a munchkin. Yeah, he was a munchkin. So shout out to the munchkins. What other short people? Helen Keller.
The Oompa Loompas?
I think she was kind of short. Helen Keller.
Yao Ming.
Yeah, I mean they had Nate Robinson. R.I.P.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
He's
Nate
attending
Robinson.
a slumber party still.
Oh man, what else? What else? Napoleon. I heard he was short.
The Napoleon complex.
Yeah, not to be confused with Napoleon Dynamite.
No.
And they had other famous short people.
Shaq.
No, dude, he's like
He's
8
short
feet
to
tall.
somebody.
The Eastern world.
No.
Eastern world.
Hey, dude, Koreans are like 8 feet tall, dude.
Some of them are.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Eastern world. What else? Oh, the pygmies, dude. That's one of the most
Pygmies.
famous short people. Dude, I heard that scientists try to like lure pygmies to take their blood and stuff like that to like study them.
I'm sure they do. Scientists want to know
Or
about
try
a
to
lot of
kidnap
things.
them or something. I don't know. Something sketchy like that. Dude.
Dark times. Now, here's the thing. In Christmas around the corner, you see as a kid that they portray elves as shorter people, right? With pointy ears.
And long noses.
Yeah. But if you think of other fictional or fantasy stories, elves are tall. So what to you is the true elf?
To me, I don't know, dude. I'm scared of elves because now that you put it that way, they kind of seem like they're always working, right? And they're not Mexican. So they're on meth. They're like little, I would say Caucasian because they're in the North Pole.
Yep.
And they feed them meth because they're working all the time. So that's why their eyes are always bugging out.
North Pole isn't really snow. It's just a bunch of...
They got a bunch of weird teeth. Dude, Javi, I've watched Ice Road Truckers, okay? Where do you think it takes place? The North Pole. God, Javi.
Oh, my directions were way off on that one.
Jeez. It doesn't snow in the North Pole.
I've never even watched that show. Is it good?
Ice Road Truckers? Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, dude, I like it. There's another one that's called, like, they, like, recovered trucks. But all of it is basically Christmas over there every day.
All the time, yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's like, oh,
so they're
this
like
guy's-
over it. They're like, ugh, Christmas.
Well, it's like Christmas that they have to deliver something that's like clutch. You know, it's like,
Yeah.
oh, we got the only beer, for the rest of the year. We have to deliver it, and it's snowing.
It's like a life or death.
10
kinda
feet.
thing?
Yeah, so
Oh,
it's like
okay, I
always.
get it.
So they get there, dude. Everybody loves them. Like, oh, you brought
So-
all the beer. It's like Balto, but with cars. Remember that guy, Balto?
Balto, the heroic wolf.
Yeah, dude. Do you know about Balto, Javi?
It sounds familiar.
He's a dog wolf.
The all white one, right?
He's
He's
mutt.
a half wolf, half
Yeah.
dog.
I think I do
And
remember that movie.
He delivered what
The
did they have
insulin, dude.
polio?
It was insulin. Yeah, they had some sort of disease.
Was it? I want to say it was like polio or something. Like
Yeah.
it had a vaccine,
Yeah.
and he delivered it.
Shout out to vaccines, dude. Now, back then they used to celebrate them, you know?
Now
Oh,
it's a
Balto, he's
conspiracy
got the
theorist
vaccine, and
dream.
now?
Now people don't even want to hear the word vaccine. There's the anti-vaxxers, and they spell it wrong with 2 X's.
Yeah, dude. So now they probably would have. They would have
Killed Balto.
dude.
They would have been perched on the cliffside with arrows.
Hunting him down.
No. R.I.P. Dude. I heard some people were facing the Balto statue over there in the North Pole, dude. They took it down, dude.
And then
During the protests.
next thing you know, that village.
Defacing him?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, 30 years later, that village has no population because all the kids died. What are they gonna? Yeah.
Yeah, R.I.P. Balto, dude.
See, so if you're an anti-vaxxer, that should put things into perspective for you. If you
Back
kill
then,
Balto, whatever
All those
frozen
kids, you know?
tundra place that took
Man, would have
in,
been extinct,
they would
dude.
have wiped out completely.
Man, it's a real hero, dude. A real American hero. I think he was American. I don't know if he was Canadian.
I don't know
Yeah.
where Balto came from. I just know that it was snowing. So it's either really far north or really far south, and I'm gonna go with north.
Yeah, it's gonna go with North, dude. One thing I've always wondered, dude, and if we're talking about the polls, is who won the election? Who won the election?
I think Javi had this question last time too. And
We
I
still
mean-
don't know.
is that still a thing?
Does anyone care, really? Like, we don't care until we start the podcast.
Listen, and this is awful. So last time we couldn't answer the Bill of Rights. So keep in mind that's like the first 10 amendments. None of us could
I've had
answer
enough
them.
politics
There's
for
like
1
the
year.
freedom of speech, press, religion, all those things. That's your Bill of Rights. There's 10 of them. You can Google it. We're not here to be your encyclopedias. We're not here to be your government class. We're here to have some fucking fun. Okay? Provide wholesome advice. Stop getting your panties in a wad.
Hey, nobody was mad, dude. You just gotta relax. Just because we didn't know what it was, Hoss.
That's why I'm the butter pecan Scrooge.
God, you gotta go and do all the research after when you got home, dude, about the Bill of Rights. This guy, he knows the preamble now, dude. He knows everything now, dude. Sitting next to Mitch McConnell over
Next
here, dude.
week, we'll focus on foreign policies like the Treaty of Versailles.
And the annexation of Puerto Rico.
Oh, hey,
Is that considered foreign?
I mean, it was at some point.
it's only, you know what, with Hoss, he's like, oh, I'm Puerto Rican when it's, convincing, out of convenience. And it's like, oh no, I'm proud to be an American. He shows up at a Mexican restaurant with that song. I was like, dude, which one are you, man?
I'm looking for my green card.
I showed up there.
I
he's
don't
like,
need
"Ooh,
one."
Yeah,
He's
see?
like, no, look at it.
He's like, I showed up there. Oh no, I'm proud to be an American. Oh, I don't know Javi and Jose. Who are these guys?
I don't know what to tell you.
He's like, DJ
You
DJ Montana.
do you think American
Oh, yeah.
Express would get canceled if they came out with a green card? Because they got the black card, they got the
Heck
red
no,
card.
every
Is the
Mexican
black
would apply
card?
for it.
Is the black card going to get canceled?
Dude, they're gonna have to change it to
African American
card.
Express. Remember Kanye?
That Kanye.
But I prefer
No,
the
dude. I think
term.
if they did the green card, every Mexican would apply for it,
Yeah.
either
They're like,
on
"Oh,
purpose
this
or
is
by
how-
mistake.
Oh, I got a green
yeah,
card.
look, I got my green card.
Little do they know the APR is through the roof
That 30% interest, baby.
Oh man,
Do you guys have one?
no. I
A
don't
green
have-
card? I've never even seen one. I have a social security card.
Well, I'm proud to be an American, so I don't need one.
You have a green card?
Must be
Javi?
nice. No, I was talking about American Express.
Oh no, dude. Nobody even takes American Express. I feel like, dude.
What was the controversy? There was like some controversy that they had.
Like they were charging the customer and then like
And
the business to pay.
Yeah.
Like
I know
the
someone who
process of
has
payment.
American Express. They have like the silver card, and it's literally like metal,
It is metal.
and it's ridiculous. I
can
didn't
only
know.
afford the gold card or whatever. The frequent flyer card.
The gold
Delta-
is higher than silver.
yeah, Javi.
Oh,
Shout
dang.
out,
It's
dude.
like, I can only afford the gold.
God. Damn, maybe
Dang,
he got
I
the
need
bronze
a- I
one.
need
He
a-
doesn't even know his
Yeah.
colors.
No, it's brass.
You got that copper card.
They gave him a dog tag that was just a little bit bigger than your standard dog tag, and they just stamped
Let me show
it.
the people right now.
Amex.
Dude, I never got an American Express card.
I didn't either.
Like for me, Javi, I don't know. And we're the same age. But I don't know how you would think American Express was cool.
Ask me how I got it, bro. I have no
Huh?
idea. It just showed up one day to my house.
Oh yeah, baby.
I was like, yeah, let's ball out. And then a month later, oh my God, I'm in debt $5,000.
Within a month.
Yeah.
Oh damn. I guess we all can make decisions like that.
Shout out to
any-
S-
I learned
Sports.
about credit real quick.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it is that time of year. People do go in debt just to make sure that. I understand.
Which is
it.
nonsense to me. That's
No, it's nonsense.
but
But,
he
you can
understands
get
the
it.
nonsense.
Like if you have a kid, and you want to make sure they have Christmas, you know, that kid's gonna show up when after winter break to school, and not be able to flex anything. No new clothes. Not talk about any new games, toys, whatever it is they give kids nowadays.
Toys aren't us. You're gonna show like that?
Yeah.
No toys.
No toys.
Dude, horrible. I think. Well, we couldn't air out the episode with ABD the Butcher, but we did talk about. For me, I went to school in the Glendale area, and there was a lot of Bosnians. When I barely moved here, we didn't even celebrate Christmas because it was not. We never got gifts in Mexico.
oh yeah, that's true, huh?
You know, so I went to school and it's like everybody's like, oh, what do you get for Christmas? Dude, I felt bad, you know. I was like, dude, I didn't get anything. Everybody's showing me everything they got. Oh, I got the Heelys. I got, you know what I mean? And then me and the Bosnians, they were Muslim. He's like, oh, I don't celebrate Christmas either. So they became one of my first friends. You know,
You
we
guys
shared our
bonded
pain.
over having nothing.
Yeah, bonded over nothing, dude. Got the volume.
Absence of stuff really can be a pretty good bonding agent.
Not having a thing. Like, oh, I didn't get nothing. You didn't get nothing. Let's be friends.
Let's be friends.
Man.
Dude, I totally forgot that you don't get stuff on Christmas.
Yeah,
in
like
Mexico.
if like Mexican, yeah, you don't
Yeah.
get. Now,
It's
you know,
all-
it's obviously like celebrated, but like Mexico and Christmas, it's like a big party though. Like all of December, you know.
fireworks every day.
If I was to get pinatas, dude, you get freaking.
Yeah, but you guys are probably like us, where you celebrate Noche Buena, right?
Yeah.
The night before.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
and you got to
Christmas
sing, you
Eve.
got to do caroling and stuff
yeah,
like that.
a lot of drinking.
Yeah.
That's probably why we don't celebrate Christmas. Everyone's too drunk and hungover to do anything the next day.
Yeah, and
You
then we
open
do Christmas
presents,
Eve.
but that's it.
You do
That's
Christmas
true.
Eve?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't do like Christmas Day, huh? Christmas Day, it's like for Mexicans, we just recovering.
It's a
Yeah,
recovery
you just
day.
open your presents if you didn't do that the night before, and that's it. You just open the presents and you sleep.
Yep. Eat some leftovers, and
Maybe-
then you use your gifts the whole day.
Yeah,
You don't have to wait for, oh, we're gonna have Christmas dinner today and stuff. Like we already had that on Christmas Eve. Now we party. Well, we recover and eat leftovers, enjoy our stuff during Christmas.
go visit some friends if you want to,
Yeah.
just whatever. Maybe the ones that you weren't able to see the night before, but no Christmas dinner. It's all on Christmas Eve. So, do you guys have traditional, like a Christmas Eve dinner? Like this is what's in the dish or the meal?
I don't know, huh? Because
Not
Marco's
anymore.
gonna
We,
cook something.
we've kind of varied.
Yeah, now because it's like everybody's grown up, so it's like, oh, I'm gonna try to do this, you know. It's like-
No, I mean like in Mexico, is there like a specific dish? Like this is what we eat on.
Not
Noche
really,
Buena?
it's
Well,
always
they have they have that one thing, that ponche. They drink that. It's called like the sugar cane.
Okay.
Then they do some stuff that's called bacalao,
Bacalao for us is
like
cod.
that fish.
Yeah.
yeah, but it's like dried.
We do ours frito, so ours is fried.
And over there, it's like dried, and then they rehydrate it and eat it with like olives. And dude, it's the worst thing I've ever tasted.
If it's
in my
made right,
life.
that actually sounds good to me. But I like fish.
I hate it, dude. Freaking tastes like
I'm not a
cat
big
food.
olive fan, but it does taste like, I don't know, like super stale and old. And
Yeah, huh?
Yeah.
Tastes like Columbus
Something-
meat, dude.
yep.
Honestly, it's
Like
what it
that
tastes
Tastes like
survival-
oppression.
That Columbus stew is what you're feeding me, dude.
Tastes like
So they have
pillaging.
that. I mean, now they probably mess with the turkey in Mexico a little bit, but tamales probably, huh? I mean, that's like a Mexican thing
Pozole.
for Christmas, yeah.
Maybe menudo. I don't.
You guys
remember
mentioned like
having
50 dishes, so no, I guess you guys don't have.
Yeah,
like,
No, it's just because it's like a buffet, bro.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's just like. So yeah, I remember
You
like
got-
when I
you
lived
can't
in
forget
Mexico,
the rice and beans.
beans and rice, dude.
Yeah.
In Mexico when I used to live there, dude, it's like literally they do like a block party every single day. So everybody cooks something,
Okay.
and then everybody just eats like after you do the caroling.
Mm.
So you do caroling every single night for the. I'm not sure
Kind
for
of
like,
like
the 12
a
days of
giant
Christmas.
potluck, right?
Yeah. So you go singing like you do like the whole Virgin Mary and whatever. Oh, I need a place to stay, and you sing.
Yeah.
En el nombre del... Javi was actually Jesus one time, huh?
Oh yeah.
He was a Jesus one time.
Still
but,
outing me, bro. Like I'm supposed to.
What, you were a
These
Jesus?
antichristers are
We're,
joined.
we're talking about freaking celebration, Javi, but yeah,
I
Traditions.
did play Jesus.
he was
in,
Jesus once. He got crucified, dude. Shout out to Jesus, dude. But yeah, they make like a big party at the end. So after you carol or whatever, then you like eat all your food and stuff like that.
Yeah. So we call it parranda for us when you go around and singing. And our music's like really upbeat. But for food, we have pernil, which is a pork shoulder.
Oh, that's what you fed me, huh?
Yeah.
Love you.
And then we have arroz con gandule, which is a seasoned rice with pigeon peas, which I didn't make, but when I make it, because I'll inevitably make it this week. If you want, I'll save you
Pigeon
guys some.
peas?
Pigeon peas, yeah.
Oh, I've never seen them.
They look kind of like peas. Have you ever had capers?
Nope.
I'd say it's a cross between capers and peas. So it's like salty, and then it has like some earthy tones to it.
Okay.
But you have that, so that's almost like a mainstay. And then we have pasteles, which I know pastele for you guys is
It's cake.
cake, but for us, it's like similar
You
to
guys put meat in
tamale.
it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's similar to tamales, but it's still very different because we make it with like squash and squash and bananas, like plantains. You mash them up. There's pork in them. You can have beef in them. Some people have chicken in them. They have a bunch of different stuff.
They
in
sound
them.
so good with hot sauce, bro.
You can put salsa on
Ooh.
it if you'd like. Some people do, and I'm sure if I have some, I'll bring some if you guys want to try it too.
Chimichurri on it, bro. Do you guys do that chimichurri or no?
Yeah, we do. It's authentic. I think it's to Argentinians. Started
Yeah, I think
chimichurri.
they started it, but man, that thing's so good, bro.
It is. It's delicious. It's fantastic. It's great on steak.
Yeah.
But those three things are an absolute staple. If you go to a Puerto Rican's Christmas house or party, then you should see those three things. And for drink, we have coquito, which is like a coconut eggnog type thing with rum. And then we have tembleque, which is like a coconut custard.
See, we have rompope, so it's like eggnog with rum.
Yeah. And eggnog should have rum. I mean, traditionally it does have rum. Ours is coconut flavored, though. So,
Yeah.
That sounds good though. I'll have to find that.
I mean, my dad made a whole gallon of it.
Oh, you guys make
But
it?
he doesn't drink. Anyway, they don't drink anymore. But you just add rum if you wanted to add rum to it. But it's virgen style, virgin.
So what's happening? What do you guys think's happening with Well, Javi, you're the one that's I'm outing you again. That's kind of got kids. So, do they believe in Santa or not really?
No, we've told them
Yeah.
like, hey, we work hard for this money, and we
Yeah.
would like to let you know that
We're
Santa does not
stingy.
exist.
This
Yeah.
is how much I love you.
Yeah,
How old are they?
10 and 12.
Okay, so they should know that he's not real.
Well, you would think, but I still like my coworkers just asked me this like the other day. Like their kids still believe. At what point do you tell your kids before they found out?
I think
Like
it's just at
junior high.
school, huh?
I think at school you find out. I figured it out with my brother when we were about maybe 6, because I saw, and it had everything to do with marketing. So really, it's Coca-Cola's fault or any of like the movies. I always saw this white man with red rosy cheeks, and he didn't have an accent. Well, when my dad would dress up as him to like deliver, it was like,
Merry Christmas!
and you could say it's my dad's fault too. But like literally, when I was about 5, 6 years old, my brother and I just figured it out. We saw him in the suit, and we're like, it's our dad. We said, that's Papi. We ignored him, and then we knew the gifts weren't from Santa Claus. So my mom's like, you guys completely ruined it. We didn't even have to tell you, just figured it out.
Oh, but that's cool that your dad did that, dude.
Yeah.
That's a pretty fun thing of your dad. Well, Puerto Rican Santa, dude. I wish I was like a Mexican Santa, honestly, dude. Be pretty hard to be a Mexican Santa.
It would
My
be.
friend, see, come here.
Now we did have the three wise men though in Mexico, and dude, I got a picture.
That's what we have in Puerto Rico too.
Yeah.
So we got the best of both worlds because we would do both.
I have a picture. So what they would do is like, you would take pictures with this guy. This guy would come in blackface, dude.
I was about to say that.
Remember
like,
that?
At least one of the guys
'Cause one of them
would
was, like,
always
black.
go
Yeah.
full
Yeah.
blackface and
Yeah, they had a Melchor, Gaspar, Baltasar.
Baltasar
Maybe
is the
my-
black one.
Baltasar, he's a black
Yeah,
one?
yeah.
Yeah, so you get Baltasar, dude, he's just like straight blackface, dude, and then you get a picture with them, and they bring like 3 toys, you know, a soccer ball, a Barbie, and like a little
because
car.
before, like that would technically be the Mexican Christmas. Cause
Yeah.
Los Reyes Magos would bring you
Yeah, that would bring
something kind of
bring
like the
your
gifted
gifts,
baby
like,
Jesus.
Yeah, like because you're like Jesus.
I'm aware of what it is. We celebrate it too.
This is for the audience, though.
Okay, well, you guys were looking at me like you don't know what this is.
Oh well, you might
You're
know, dude.
American. You're
Du-
proud to
doubling
be
down, dude.
an American.
You had both. You had your dad dressed up as Santa Claus.
Yeah.
You had the 3 wise men, but yeah. So I have a picture, dude. I'm just like crying, dude. It's like, who are
You
these
need-
strange? They would go in the ropes and stuff, dude. You know this. It's probably terrified
Some
me, dude.
satanic
Traumatized
looking-
now.
I want your guys' opinion because, you know, this will be my 30th Christmas. Probably I've only remembered maybe 25 of them. I've gone through Christmases in winter and then I've gone through tropical climate, like snow versus 85-degree weather. Do you think that changes the feeling of Christmas?
No,
Well, you
it's
know,
just 2 different worlds. to
my
me.
song, Melikaliki Maka, dude. That's what it's about. It's Hawaiian Christmas. On a bright Hawaiian Christmas day, these are the island greetings that we send to you.
Yeah, that's a song. Do you feel that way though?
Dude, yeah, like if that song makes me feel like I would want to be in Hawaii for Christmas, dude.
Hawaii for
Melikaliki
Christmas sounds nice.
everybody's so happy and everybody's singing Melikaliki Maka.
Yeah.
To sing
But don't you feel like
Merry
the tropical
Christmas.
people would feel left out? Because Santa Claus is, and the North Pole, like snow, like it's very geared towards a very cold
It's
It's
winter.
marketed.
hard
It's like
to-
marketed.
The way it's
for-
marketed is not tropical.
Yeah.
Well, why would people in Florida
Oh,
believe
it's
in
not
Santa?
gonna
You know what I
snow.
mean?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, okay, maybe
Or
he comes from there,
California,
whatever,
you know?
but you see Christmas commercials.
Where
where,
the north-south divide is Santa's fault.
The Yankees, like, dude,
Oh, these
everybody
Yankees
in the
believe-
South was mad. They're making all the Santa's toys, the original elves.
That was the real
It's the
reason. war
Confederates,
started.
dude.
Yeah.
You know?
Christmas was the cause of it all.
God.
But you know what I mean? Because you see like you look at Toyota commercials and they're showing these cars driving through like 3 feet of snow and snow's everywhere. If you're in Florida
yeah,
and
but,
you've only ever known, you're like, I can't relate to that.
no, but in Florida they show the commercial of him flying in the sleigh, of Santa flying in the sleigh. They don't show him in the elements of the snow.
No, I'm
Okay,
saying the
but-
cars.
Yeah, like he's like.
Yeah, but they're not going to
marketing-
show. They're
how
not
does
going to.
marketing
They're not going to
change?
show that commercial in Florida
Yeah, they do.
of a car in snow.
Well, because when you have satellite TV, it acknowledges your zone as far as time, not specific region, unless you're on a specific channel that's exclusive to your region. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if you're watching the Holiday Baking Championship on Food Channel.
But you can say,
You're gonna
oh,
see
he's in the
snow all
North
the
Pole.
time.
He's on his way over there.
All
you
I
know?
see is all those drug commercials on. Try whatever new pill this is.
Yeah, to get
Clear
out
up
of your
your skin.
depression and
Yeah,
yeah.
Take a hint, Harvey. Jesus Christ, dude.
I did. I got my pillies right here.
No, I mean, I don't know. I've
Those shake, you're
celebrated.
gonna break them.
I've celebrated in both tropical, like actual Christmas Day, and maybe it's because it wasn't my actual home and I was in a cousin's house or aunt's house or whatever. But it feels different. I'm not gonna say if one feels better over the other, but they do feel very, very
But
different.
how cool is that to have experienced?
Dude,
that, you
I
know what
would, I would love
True.
to go to Christmas in Mexico, bro.
Well, is Guadalajara
Even if there's no snow,
considered
bro.
tropical?
Huh?
No, huh?
No, but there's no snow. There's
But
gonna be a
there's
bunch
palm
of
trees.
snow.
Hella
Oh,
palm
well, that's what
trees.
I'm saying. It's still nice weather.
Yeah. So
Yeah, so it would be.
and it was lit. Every time I went, I loved it.
Oh, it's
You
like,
didn't get no gifts, but you
Chris,
partied the hell out
yeah,
of that. You know what I mean?
everybody's happy. There's just more.
That's true.
Yeah, and then you wake up on Christmas, and here we're locked up because people are. I mean, in Puerto Rico, we just go out. I'd go get like piraguas, which is you guys call them raspado, which is similar to a snow cone.
Slushy.
But, you know, it's like
Slurpees.
85 degrees. I go to the beach. Go get some good food, like
Yeah.
food trucks and stuff. It was very different.
Yeah, like over here, it's like for Christmas, like when you're saying like when it snows and stuff, it's just like nice to stay in, I guess. So you get that feeling of more of like relax and spending time together. But over there, there's like you can spend time together, but it's almost like more like you're more like celebratory.
It's more social for sure.
More celebratory.
It's more celibate.
More celibate.
More celibate.
Less people born 9 months later.
Speaking of that, how much do you think the baby's being born is gonna spike for next year?
I don't know, because they say there's a low amount this year.
We got
for
our informant.
obvious reasons.
Informant.
They called it, and I'm not lying, they call it the baby bust of 2020, which it should be the baby no bust. Okay. I don't know how much it's going to spike, but we might start seeing it increase, especially if the vaccine is pretty effective.
Yeah, everybody's trying to go out and bust, dude. I'm too scared to bust, dude. Throwing the corona, even though I already got it, dude.
You survived it, bro.
Survivor,
it's time to
corona
start
survivor,
busting.
dude.
I've never fucking had it, so I'm not part of that club.
Can't believe I'm the only one that was pretty safe.
is known
Honestly,
to
You're the only one that has officially had it between the three of us. Again, the possibility of me and Javi having it is actually pretty high, I'd imagine, but I just never got
But
tested.
officially, yeah, we have no idea. So
Yeah. You're exclusive, man.
Join the
patient
club.
zero over here.
Been watching some of the my hand was numb the other day. It's like, it affects your nervous system forever, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, back to Santa Claus, dude. What's up with? I'm not trying to
Santa
talk about my
Claus,
COVID, bro. But
Kris Kringle, Topo Shisho, or whatever it is he says on the movie The Santa Claus.
one thing that's cool. I'm not sure if you guys have seen it. Have you guys seen that thing the Mexicans eat? Rosca?
Oh,
It's like a round thing. It looks like a
rosca means like screw. Like
it looks like a Hot Wheels racetrack, and it's like made out of bread.
It's like a king's
it's
bread.
like a wreath of bread.
Yeah, it's like,
What other
and it's got
culture
colors
has that?
and stuff like that, and you got to eat it. But this is for Mexican Christmas. Well, the three wise men, and then you eat. There's like a baby in there. They put like plastic babies in there.
So what is that? The womb?
I don't know what it represents. Maybe
Placenta?
Maybe, huh? And then you eat the womb.
Placenta?
You eat Virgin Mary, dude. And then if the baby's in there, you got to buy like tamales for like the next dinner.
Yeah.
So it's like Mexican Christmas goes on from like almost all of December all the way to like January.
No, February is when you make
February?
the
So you make-
meal. February 6th or something. It's like 3 months
goes
of
forever,
Christmas,
bro.
yeah.
So that's why it's like it's cool. Like if you
But it's
go
mostly
to,
religious, right? Like
well, yeah, there's religious, but they still celebrate it. You know,
Yeah.
when you go over there.
Yeah.
So that's what's cool. Like if you ever go to December in Mexico, it's just like you don't even have. It's like always a party. Like the whole, you get tired, dude. They had these piñatas. So they do piñatas first. They had like fruits in them, and they're made out of like clay. So they break kind of easy. They're for kids, you know. But you take a couple hits. But the last piñata, dude, when it's like the Christmas day for the kids, dude, it's full of money. So it's got a bunch of coins. And bam, you break, dude. The coins go everywhere, dude. You got people.
don't they also like this was like before they started making it rain? They had volados or whatever.
Yeah, they do that too. They throw a bunch of coins on the ground for the kids.
Yeah.
Then the kids like,
Like here, peasants survive.
Yeah. And then
Oh
the
yeah.
kids scramble for money.
Panhandling. I see those on the freeway all the time.
Yeah, but you don't throw it at them. Over there for kids. It's like it's for celebratory purposes.
Yeah, there's no cardboard or
Like,
writing.
hey!
They just throw them and the kids
Yeah.
go get them. They don't have to beg. They actually just get 'em.
Panhandling without the cardboard.
Yeah, there's just
Yeah.
there's not a sign
It's
saying
like, hey, you're a kid. Now, dude, that guy's a pedophile if you did that.
broke and hungry.
Huh. Now
Yeah.
you can't do that, dude. You can't even throw bolos. Is that what it's called?
I think they're called bolos.
Yeah, you can't even do that anymore, bro.
Times change, man.
You think, you throw a bolo? This officer arrested you. Were you trying to pay a kid for sex? Huh?
You have him on his knees, picking up these quarters.
Fucking sex
sketch,
trafficker,
you
lock
know?
him up, dude.
Dude, man, you don't even want to associate with kids nowadays because everything you just can't do anything with kids. You know, you can't give a kid a hug. You can't pat a kid on the head without someone freaking out over it. That's why I don't want to I don't want to talk to kids. I'm in a social distance from kids, 6 feet from me. Don't
You
talk
got
to me.
kid phobia?
Yeah. I don't want anything associated with it. You know what I mean?
And some of the movies are funny, like when I don't know if it was like Bad Grandpa, when it's like
I don't know how mall
Mom,
Santas
he's
are.
touching me or something like that.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
It's like, dude, I'm not doing anything. Shut up, you monster.
I don't know how mall Santas are still a thing. Like, a guy can get paid to have kids sit on his lap
Yeah, it is kind of
all
weird
December,
to be.
but I can't
mall
give a
Santa.
kid like a cookie or a pat on the head. I was like, "Good job, boy," and just like, no, you can't like even tell a kid a good job anymore. They'll be like, "Oh, you're trying to flirt with him."
Dude,
Or
I
her.
think you would be like a good Santa for like. You would tell people like something, not like a gift, you know. You would
You
tell
would give them wholesome advice.
yeah, almost like a wholesome advice, Santa.
Listen here,
Like,
kid.
hey, you suck at this, huh? I see you got written up 3 times this year at work. You get your shit together. Get the fuck out.
Supervisor Santa.
Yeah, supervisor Santa, dude.
It's like, I want a skateboard. I watched you in that while you were in line fall 4 times. The last thing you need is a skateboard.
Here's a fucking helmet, you idiot. Get out of here.
Here's a helmet. Go take some gymnastics class and learn how to walk the high beam. Once you learn how to walk from start to finish, we'll consider the skateboard. Get out of here.
Do you guys remember for Christmas a cool toy that you got? What was the magical toy?
Excluding video games?
Well, if that was like your coolest toy, Javi, I can't change your perspective.
That's your
on
opinion.
coolest toy.
Yeah. You're
You're entitled, dude. If you're a simp, you're a simp. There's nothing.
I don't know what to tell you.
Also, who made up that word, dude? I hate it. I've
It's
seen
an
it everywhere
old.
now.
It's an old word. Remember do you remember the LA group, The Far Side?
Nuh-uh. Oh, yeah, with the PH,
She keeps
PHR
on
side. Okay.
passing me by. He says the word simp in that song, and that song is like from 94, 95.
Well, now it's like starting to get catchy, and people are like,
Yeah.
oh, this simp.
It means simpleton. but
Hashtag simp.
yeah.
You know? I got these
You're
simps
right. I agree.
wanting to see my crotch. All the chicks, you know? All these simps in my DM. Trying to see my toes.
I agree. It
These
becomes too
Simpsons?
common.
Oh, this guy's a simp. Before, what was the guy? It was like, what's the word for a guy like that? Like before, what were girls putting us down with? It would be, I don't even know how. What was the word
Douche,
for simp?
tool.
It was a tool.
Yeah,
that's
you're a
good
tool.
one.
You're a tool.
Oh, this guy.
Fuck
Really? I
boy
thought
was
the tools
a
were...
fuckboy. There we go. That's a good
Fuckboy
one.
was like a couple years ago.
Yeah.
That was recent. Now fuckboy has become simp.
Yeah, that's like the new fuckboy.
Yeah. There was this.
They even cleaned that up.
This new
You can't even call people fuckboys.
No, they just
They're
made a new
just
one.
simps
It's just
now.
simps.
Yeah, well, simp isn't vulgar. Like, I can say simp.
But
That's what I'm saying. It's
I
like
would
they had to
rather be
clean it.
called a fuckboy than a simp, dude. I don't
Yeah.
know why. I don't like simp.
Simp sounds.
It's like, dude, respect the
degrading.
conglomerate, dude. Huh? I'm
Makes
a
you sound
conglomerate.
weak.
Speaking of toys,
These
cool
beta
one.
males.
I remember I love like Transformers, and there was Beast Wars was a show. It's just like Transformers but animals instead. It is. It's literally a side thing.
What's so
Animals
funny?
are transformed. I don't know.
Yeah, that's it. Have you never seen Beast Wars?
Dude, yeah, dude, that show was actually like my favorite.
It was
back
like
then.
3D animation. It was like next generation.
It was like ahead of
dope.
its time.
Yeah. So instead of Optimus Prime, they called him Optimus Primal, and he was like
He was
a
a ape.
gorilla.
Yeah.
And there was this. The box was really big, and I didn't know that it was 3, and it was 3 Transformers in one like box. So it was like this set that my dad had gotten me, and it was pretty cool. I felt bad though because I had already seen
Could
it
you
in the
transform
car.
them into one?
No, they were 3 separate individual ones. But there were some that would. No, they wouldn't combine. I was thinking of the Power Rangers, like the Megazords. But I loved. That was probably my favorite one, just because I remember wanting that toy, and I think I only said it out loud once because I'd see the commercials and I wanted it. But my dad must have like taken note or heard me just that one time. I was like, oh, I'll get him that. So that was a pretty cool one. I like that one.
Yeah, for me, well, now that you kind of mentioned that one.
And I picked a toy over a video game because, I mean, I always had video games for sure, but...
Yeah, it's like video game was a guarantee that you would get it.
Yeah,
almost.
like you'd get one or two, couple video games, but a toy was that.
Well, for me, I guess, oh man, okay, if we're going to say video games really quick, I'm just going to say my high honorable mention on a video game was a Game Boy Color, bro.
Classic. Those still work now.
And I had the transparent purple one.
The rich,
you know?
the rich
That
stuff.
was, yeah, that was like the...
Was that
top
before the
tier.
backlight days where you had to buy the little lamp, the USB thing
yep,
to connect it?
And then you could even get the thing that would enlarge. It was enlarge
Yeah.
your screen.
Yep.
So you put like a magnifying glass over it. But I remember that's like Pokemon was hot, so I had all the trading cards. I had you know, you're watching a show, dude, and I get the freaking Game Boy Color, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, I stayed up like, oh, Jesus Christ. It was like the whole day, you know? But one of my other gifts, I think I had already told you before that it was a Power Ranger. And I really wanted a Power Ranger. And my dad, it was before I even met my dad, but he was working in the U.S. And it was, Three Wise Men or whatever. So my dad, dude, he doesn't even pay attention to anything, right? So he's like, I'm gonna get this kid a Power Ranger. I'm gonna send him a Power Ranger from
pink
America.
or yellow one.
So, I'm super excited. Oh man, it's this giant box I finally got to open. I get it. Open it up. Yellow Power Ranger, dude. Yeah. Huh? And they had like cool, like the wrist would move, dude. Like the arms, like it was like badass. It was the coolest Power Ranger, but it was the yellow one, dude. I wanted the black one or the red one, dude. I didn't want the yellow Power Ranger, dude. So, like, I would literally have to play with it in the dark. So I would think it was the black Power Ranger.
The funny thing is, in the Americas, yellow is the girl, but in Japan, it was actually a guy.
Oh, really?
Pink was, if you notice, pink has the skirt because that was the only girl.
Yeah, but that was heartbroken.
Because those were, they mixed. I remember that. Like the yellow one is actually a guy. So everything was filmed in like Japan or Australia.
Yeah, anytime they're in their suit, it's a Japanese. For the first, I think, like 6 seasons or something like that.
Yeah.
It's a Netflix episode series called "The Toys That Made Us." They talk about the Ninja Turtles. They talk about the Power Rangers. So they like go over all that stuff. It's pretty cool. You should watch it.
But that's the last time I watched Power Rangers too. R.I.P. Power
because
Rangers,
of that.
Dude. Got the yellow Power Ranger. You know, your buddies. Oh, what do you get for Christmas? You want to come play with me? Yeah, let me show up with let me destroy whatever toy you got. Your Optimus Primal with my Yellow Ranger. Get out of here, dude. I would have lost so quick. What about you, Javi? Get me out of this mood, man.
I think the first official toy that made me go like, oh, wow, this is like badass, as a kid, was the Transformer, the Power Ranger Megazord or whatever.
Okay.
I think that's what, like, I remember the most. Because I used to play, like, with those milk cartons, create my own Ranger in the backyard, and just sit in there.
You had the box top for the Transformer, dude.
This is how ghetto we were living in California. In those apartments.
Dude, man, I remember just being a kid, I would be happy finding a stick and a rock, and I just throw up the rock and just hit it. That's what I would entertain myself for an hour doing that.
Yeah.
That's what I miss sometimes. I'll ask people that have kids, like, hey, are your kids like bored during COVID? Because, dude, if I was a kid, dude, it would be like the best time of my life. You can play video games, you can build forts, you can find sticks, rocks, you can destroy stuff outside, you can burn ants with magnifying glass.
Yeah, because I think kids go to like school part-time now, which honestly they should have to begin with. There's no reason a kid should be at school for over
8 hours.
Anything over, honestly, 5 hours is excessive for a kid. They need to be outside playing. They need to have their creativity going. They don't need to be learning all that stuff all times of the day.
Oh, what's wrong with my kid? He's ADHD.
It's like, no, he's just a kid. He needs to get his energy out.
Yeah.
God. But you're absolutely right. Imagine if we, in our time as growing up, only had 5 hours worth of school. You know how much playtime we'd get in?
Oh, yeah, dude. I mean, I remember one time I ate detergent. I was so curious,
Oh, you were the original Tide Pod challenge.
The pre-Tide Pod.
Dude, I grabbed that thing. It smelled so good. I just grabbed a handful. I put it in my mouth, dude, and then it started melting. I activated the powder.
Dude, I think you had rabies.
And that thing, you just started just. I was like, holy crap! What is this, man? And I just like spat it out, dude. And I was like freaking out because then like your parents are gonna get mad at you.
Yeah.
You can't tell your parents. Dude, so I'm like, oh.
So was it the powder detergent?
Yeah, it was like I
You're lucky you didn't die.
No, but I only swallowed a little bit, dude. I only swallowed a little bit when it activated.
My 7-year-old, oh my god.
Opioids.
Spit it out, dude. I spit that out.
Luckily, I only had crayons to play with, so I still have the red crayon up in my nose.
See,
to this day.
See, that's weird. I
don't know. This day.
I don't know if it's because I'd always
see mine. It was like I like to cook. I'm experimenting with flavor. What's your excuse for having a?
I wanted to see in color. I wonder what this would do.
I don't know. Like, I never tried mud pies. You know how that's. Did you guys ever try?
Dude,
like,
you
eating
never
mud?
did that. I love that, dude.
Mud pies.
You make a couple sculptures, bro. You make a freaking
No, I was playing basketball
a
and
couple
soccer
cakes.
like
You
my
throw
whole
some.
life.
Dude, you do that after you play soccer.
Did you
or
guys eat
before.
Play-Doh?
No, we would jump like
I
our
tried
bikes.
a little bit of Play-Doh because I like the smell.
Yeah.
When you open the Play-Doh for the first time, it's like it's like an angel farts in your nose, like
angel
Yeah.
dust.
Yeah.
before it's been contaminated.
Well, see, I've never eaten mud. I've never eaten Play-Doh. I've never shoved a crayon up my nose or ear.
Did
Maybe
you
it's
ever
'cause I-
swallow any coins?
No.
You swallowed a coin, Javi?
Maybe, or that could have been Joaquin. I can't remember.
Damn, bro.
Well, I think
We
I don't
were
know if it's
wild,
because
you know?
my parents would always like talk
I wouldn't-
shit on kids that would do that. I'm like, I'm not gonna be that kid. So like my brother and I never did it.
They
In-
used
in
you as an
terms-
example, Javi. Javi
If-
just
if
wanted a
other
piggy
people-
bank, dude, and this fucking he couldn't get one
The
for
human
Christmas,
piggy bank.
so he
It's
fucking
like
ate the coin, dude.
clickety clank, clickety
Clickety
clank
the money
goes into my piggy bank.
R.I.P. dude.
Then he shits and he gets more money. Oh man, 50 cents.
What a time!
What a time!
One time,
indeed.
dude, I ate I would have burned ants with the magnifying glass. Did you ever do that?
No,
You never
man,
burned stuff with the
no.
magnifying glass?
Which is funny because I mean,
you would start fires. So
you
get a
say
twig.
you can't hunt, but as a kid you would do that. I wouldn't do that as a kid, but I hunt now.
Yeah, but dude, with the magnifying glass, you can burn whatever you want. It's like the first fire you can make, dude.
I did light leaves on fire, but I wouldn't light like spiders or any animals on fire.
I was just like light ants, and the one time one of the red ones it did bite me, and man, that thing, my finger got so big, I got a big old blister, dude. It was like pus was coming out of it, dude. It was after that I stopped doing it. And then here in the U.S., dude, one time in the apartments, man, we were playing. I don't know, we were playing like Truth or Dare or something, or you know when you dare, it's like, oh, I dare you to do this.
Yeah.
Dude, and this kid dared me to eat a handful of ants, of the black ones. I was like, dude, I'll let my nuts hang, dude. The king of New York, dude. I grabbed a handful of ants, dude, and I ate them. Dude, I could feel them crawling inside of my esophagus, dude. The ants, they were like, dude, I started creeping out, dude.
So gross.
They're like, you could feel it right here.
You know, I drink a glass
Dude, I
of
got some water, dude. I was so scared. I ran up to his house.
Drown these bitches.
I drank some water. Dude, it was like, holy crap, never doing that again, dude. But
Did you see them in your poop?
no, dude, I was too scared. Dude. And back then, I don't think I checked my poop. I check my poop now. Do you check your poop after you
Of
poop?
course.
What about you, Javi?
I mean, not really.
It's
don't
a
look
healthy
at your
habit
poop?
to
I
do
mean,
it, man.
quick check, you know, but like,
Hey, you should check.
Yeah, dude. Sometimes I like want to check like the colors and stuff like that, bro. See, like
do you look up and see what it means? Like you're
I have before.
sometimes, yeah. If you find some stuff in there, it's like, oh, dude, what's my, or why do I got a couple hard chunks and the rest is smooth? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, stuff like
chunkies.
that. So he was like, I just
It's
want to
actually a
check
good
the,
idea,
the
right? 'Cause, like-
composition. Yeah, because it can
'cause
show
your
if you're
bowel movements are, like,
constipated. Yeah.
that makes
If
a
your
lot of
liver's
sense.
not working properly, you can have a white stool, bro, huh?
That's very, very true.
Check your stools, dude. If you eat ants.
It's
Go
important.
get your colonoscopy.
Yeah. And you checking caribou's behinds all the time. Got to give them that enema, that animal enema.
Oh, dude, this kid, dude. One time, it was actually around Christmas time, dude. My aunt, she had kind of adopted a kid,
Mm-hmm.
and she would baby him so much he wouldn't even be. Dude, he was like 9 or 10, and he was scared of the toilet. Like she wouldn't even potty train him. So the kid literally, and this is gonna get gross, guys. But long story short, he had like a poop buildup to where they had to like give him one of those enemas, dude.
It's like what do they call it? Septic backup or septic shock?
Yeah,
That literally would kill
he
you.
was gonna go into that. Yeah, they said that they took an X-ray, dude, and it was like all the way like almost to his esophagus. That you could like start puking.
What?
Yeah, and
could
you
start
get poisoned.
Yeah, the poop.
It poisons you.
So like
It's
they were
toxic. It's
they're like forcing them to poop. The kid's like all crying. It's like, dude, I'm embarrassed because I'm like sitting there going to translate. You know what I mean? I don't want to be. First of all, you know, I don't want to be associated with this non-pooping kid that's scared of toilets. Okay, and then you put the
He's
enema in
not
there
off
with
of my family
molasses
tree.
and stuff like that, dude. And that thing, I mean, he started crying, but then, dude, Blastoise. I'll tell you that. Hydro pump.
hydro poop. Are you still familiar with him? Like, do you still talk to him, or do you know if he's around?
No, he's like, he lives in Mexico, but dude, I don't know. This kid was like, I don't know if my aunt babied him like way too much, or if he's like, because I guess he had like a small tumor in his head, but he didn't seem handicapped to me. He just seemed like he was just like super baby. You know, like
Well, I would just wonder if he has any like medical issues that have
stomach?
manifested. Yeah, because
dude, I don't know. He seems normal
Hmm.
when I see him on Facebook. I think he's creepy just because he doesn't like pooping. So I just like never say, "Hey, how's your life, non-pooper?"
he's still against it.
Yeah, dude, these anti-poopers, man. Fuck. So yeah, that scared me, dude. Like after that, I'm like, dude, this gets like, sorry, dude. He's creepy, man.
Leave it to you to bring up a story like that, but
Christmas, it was around Christmas time. It ruined Christmas for me, dude.
that's fair. That's fair.
He's like the next Yellow Ranger in my life.
Is there like a Christmas movie you hate or really, really love?
Well, I think in Mexico it was just Home Alone, the classic.
Classic.
Now,
Yeah.
let me ask you this: is Edward Scissorhands a Christmas movie?
I only found that out about that being a Christmas movie or people considering it this year.
Really? Because for me in Mexico, I always tell you the movies: Terminator, Home Alone, RoboCop,
Yeah.
maybe Jumanji sometimes, but it would be like the only movies that play. And then Edward Scissorhands.
I know people that actually watch it as a Christmas movie.
Yeah, and I remember there would always be like snow and stuff, you know. It's like,
I think that's why people consider it that. But I mean, there's movies that people lump into Christmas, like the Die Hard movies. People lump into Christmas because it takes
Around.
place around Christmas
Yeah.
time. A lot of people say the Harry Potter movies, they view them as Christmas movies. 'Cause
okay, I could kind of see
in
that.
each one that they have like Christmas in it. Funny enough, like Lord of the Rings, they always released late December in the theaters. So even as a kid, as I was growing up watching them, because they came out each year, like what 2000, 2001, and 2. I was just in Christmas, we'd go watch it, and so those became like Christmas movies to me. Plus, they have elves, so you know, elves.
Oh, dude, yeah.
What about Star Wars nowadays? Don't they
I-
always have December releases now?
No,
As
they're
of late-
November usually releases.
Oh, okay, but
So-
still, you know,
Thanksgiving.
like Christmas
I
time.
guess I don't know of anyone that considers them Christmas movies.
Yeah,
though.
I don't consider. Come on, Javi, you're killing a bunch of people. You know, destroying planets.
You just talked about the Terminator being a
No, I'm
Christmas
just saying
movie.
those are the movies that played.
in
in Mexico, they
yeah,
only have
that
those
to me is
movies
a
that
Christmas
played.
movie because it
But-
played so
No,
much.
no. I'm just saying those were the only movies. But Edward Scissorhands was a Christmas movie because there was snow. That's what I noticed. There was like snow. There was ice. I'm talking about, you know, what was happening during the movie. Javi.
You know what's a movie that takes place around Christmas, but isn't Christmas movie? At least I don't know of anyone that considers it. It's one of my favorite movies, Hook, like with Robin Williams and Dustin Hoffman as Hook.
Dude, I feel like I watched it, but I can't.
But
think
they
of
go to England, and I remember they're like, there's Christmas lights everywhere. There's Christmas trees. They're talking about Christmas. Then he goes to Neverland, which I guess they don't celebrate Christmas, where kids are dead, and they come back, and it's snow.
Well, now if we're talking about American, I guess kind of American.
And the reason I
movies.
said kids are dead is because that's the theory behind Neverland. Those are dead kids.
That's why they never age, right?
Correct.
That's too creepy.
And
for me.
Captain Hook was actually trying to save them from Peter Pan or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't like where this is going on. Stevie.
Let me ruin all your Disney movies for you.
Yeah, we should talk about that on
That's a
one
good
of our Eaters
that would be a
Digest.
good episode.
All the creepy.
Yeah, because even
Cinderella, the sisters would cut off their toes and their heel.
to make their
Well, I mean,
feet
Walt
fit.
Disney,
Yep.
he's still celebrating Christmas. He's frozen, dude. That's what I heard.
That's what they say. That he's cryogenically.
It's just a conspiracy theory, Jose.
I don't know, but he's got the money.
You
dude. If anybody had the
anti-vaxxer,
money.
you.
No, that's what they say, dude. That he's still celebrating Christmas. But one of my favorite Christmas movies, Friday After Next.
Oh, that, yeah.
Oh man,
I haven't seen that one in years.
It's one of my favorite movies, dude.
Dude, I love Jingle
Still
All the
fun.
Way with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
That's a good one, too.
And that has Sinbad. But I mean, as a kid, I liked it because I thought it was funny. As an adult, I never realized how truly funny it is. And it's satire. It's because it sends the modernist era concept, right? All these people, like, it doesn't shove Christmas in your face the way other movies do. It shows you the commercialism behind it all. And, it's about the toy. It's about the rush. It's about all that. So all the Christmas values you normally see in movies is not in that movie, but it's because it's encompassing what we really experience, at least in the U.S., which it's just commercialism. It's all
more
about
of
the
a
gifts.
documentary type.
Yeah, like it's literally, okay, what does the U.S. look like when Christmas comes around? And it's that commercialism, materialism, and Sinbad's character he's on edge. He has like psycho tendencies. And as a kid, you don't realize that.
Yeah.
But as an adult, you hear him speak and say certain things and how damaged he is. And it's funny because of the way they portrayed it. but that's honestly probably my favorite Christmas movie.
One non-Christmas movies, but things that were fun, if you guys remember, would be like cartoons around Christmas, because they would do like a Halloween special, you know? Oh,
The Animaniacs would do a Christmas episode.
you got the superheroes, dude. Somebody stole all the gifts.
Yeah.
You know, somebody kidnapped Balto, dude. You gotta set him free. You know, so they would do something like that, or even like wrestling. You know, oh, the Undertaker, dude. What happened to him? Oh, he's in Santa Claus's thing or something like that. You know what I mean? So like they do like a Christmas themed thing, I guess, on your favorite like TV shows. And they would always have like, if it was like a sitcom, there would always be like a cool guest. You know, it'd be like something cool happens during Christmas. It couldn't be anything like lame. You know, you had I don't know, Biggie would show up like on Martin or something like that. You know, like something just like cool like that where you watch like, oh man, I can't wait. And they would like tease you for like 3 months. Yeah. And sometimes they would tease you for 3 months, and then it's like a 2-second cameo of, you know, the celebrity that they're saying.
Yeah, but you would still be glued to your TV for it. Now,
but then you're like,
now you would just Google it or find on Twitter or something. You're like, oh, this person, and you don't even pay any more attention.
So is there any more Christmas hype then?
That I actually was gonna ask. I mean, do you think that the hype has died down?
Because now kids could just YouTube is Santa Claus real?
Dude, man, kids could even YouTube if they're smart enough. Bro. If their parents order online,
I think the internet
they could find out what
magic.
they're getting.
You know what I mean?
Dude, internet has killed a lot of things, really.
Yeah.
Like there's this
ownership, because everything's a subscription based now.
Well, there's this whole market or industry of people, like back to internet. You know, social media, people flex their stuff with like Gucci, Louboutin, or what all that stuff. There's literally a business where people on eBay, because I actually love eBay. I love buying stuff off eBay. Sell empty bags of like Gucci bags, not like the purse bags, like the carton bags, like where you walk out of the store with.
Yeah.
And it holds your product. They sell empty ones so that people on Instagram or what I think
flex.
Can buy the bag, put tissue paper in it all around them, and act like they just went on a shopping spree, but they own nothing of it. That's a thing.
That's pretty smart though. If you don't want to spend your money.
No. It's smart in the aspect of not spending money.
You know? The perception of you goes up in value. But damn, dude.
But imagine what kind of state of mind you have to be in for that.
Society we live in.
Like, dude. That's what you value.
You're so insecure.
Yeah.
That's what you value.
Bro, I'm happy going to the outlets and finding those gems, you know, for $50.
Dude, you see some of my shopping bags. The good thing is that they don't allow like your own bags at stores now. Like some of them, where you take your own. Because, dude, some of mine, I got some with flowers on them. You know what I mean? Got some really suspect ones, dude, that I tried to save the planet with. But
yeah, I got a couple of those too.
They were starting to get a little suspect, dude. I walk in to work with one of them. Yeah, Fleur de Lore, dude. You know, it's starting to get freaking a little suspect.
Start selling
like,
them, man. Create your market that, you know.
Yeah.
Floral Freddy, dude. Floral Fantasy.
Floral Fantasy.
Those checks, dude, with the flowers.
I forgot about those, man.
Yeah, dude. Freaking Floral Fantasy.
What was the one with the? Did you say there's like a demon on the checks or something like that?
Dude, I can't remember which one it was, but yeah, somebody called back and it's like,
there's this on
like
the
hidden
check.
demon, dude.
And like no one knew. Like these checks have been printed for years, and like I'm assuming thousands of people ordered them.
This guy that had internet back in the day,
and this person just like decided to just focus on it and found some hidden message in them, where they had to recall checks
for a demon, dude, being on your check, dude. You know what's cool is like that there's like no devil during Christmas, dude.
Yeah, I mean that I think is part of the idea of people being a bit more happy. And back to, I think it was Javier that mentioned, like, it takes the magic away. Yeah, the internet ruins, like, the sense of what I would think as a child, because so much is available to you now that less is available for the imagination.
So do you think people will get dumber, like, later, or what, like, how do you think that's going to work?
Because dude, like, you don't have roughly the internet is like in its infancy.
It kind of ruins your creativity in a way. The internet.
I think it ruins your creativity and it ruins your ability to retain information. Right? Why would you memorize something if you know within a couple seconds you can look for it?
Yep.
Right.
So I wonder
why am I going to learn this? If someone asks me this question, I'll fact check it and move on. And that I think it was a comedian that said that like 50-year-old plus people hate kids now because they just love telling stories with a bunch of bullshit in them because that's just how they grew up. That's how they'd spend time. And the kid's like, well, that doesn't sound right. And they'll Google and fact check them and ruin their whole story.
Oh, dang,
when
that
really,
would
like, the
suck,
50-year-old
dude.
didn't care if you believed them or not. They just wanted to tell you a story.
It's a cool
right?
story.
It's like a
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like
story,
this
yeah.
crazy story. And I see kind of stuff like that with, like, anyone in older range that just loves telling. You can tell all they've done is work their whole lives, right? They're exhausted. They just want to chat with someone. And even they may know they're lying to you or they're saying ridiculous things.
Oh, I remember when I came
maybe
over
they
in the
remembered it.
Mayflower. And the
Yeah.
Pilgrims.
They just remembered it wrong.
You know,
or they
not
remember it
necessarily-
wrong.
yeah.
Or yeah, or they
because you're like 5, you know, you're a 5-year-old kid. Oh, I came here in the Mayflower.
yeah.
I remember George Washington. My dad used to talk to him. And you're like, no
Kind of
way.
like the Abe Simpson, like
character. Yeah. Well, they just tell stories and they exaggerate in certain spots or whatever. And it's just them talking, no big deal. And then the kid just because they want to fact check. That's not right. That would mean you're 500 years old. You're not 500 years old. You're 50.
I'm a vampire.
Yeah, just ridiculous. But
Dude, I wonder how many things don't exist because of that now, you know?
Because
so
of the
maybe
internet?
Santa Claus, R.I.P. Maybe like
Easter Bunny, Tooth Fairy, any of those like stories. Dude, I don't even know, and maybe this is because I don't have kids or any kids I'm really close to. If they teach them like games like hopscotch, jump roping, like double dutching.
Dude,
remember
that's
that?
how you would get girls back in the day, dude.
Four
Jump
squaring.
roping.
Play four squares. What was the tetherball one?
Dude, I sucked at tetherball, bro.
Is that what it was called? Tetherball?
Yeah, the white athletes,
dude,
dude.
I love
whooped
that
me.
thing. That was so fun.
That was so bad. Dude,
But
my
yeah,
hand-eye
what if you
coordination.
went against like the white dudes that were like way
Tree
taller than
trunks,
us,
dude.
Yeah.
Come on, dude. We're
It's
trying to
still
grow.
fun.
These guys are already 6 foot something, dude.
Well, plus
We're barely getting the calcium. Since
Yeah,
we
dude. No,
arrived here, you know?
we got that vitamin D deficiency, dude.
Yeah.
D for deficiency. Vitamin deficiency. That's what we had.
vitamin deficiency.
Yeah.
Yeah. But think of kids like in our era, internet was starting to come out, right? Like
Yeah.
it was just a new concept and idea, so it wasn't really well thought out. Like Ask Jeeves was trash, but it was what it was.
Wasn't Cha-Cha
Think-
one? Ask Cha-Cha?
I can't remember. There was a lot of like search engines until Google and Yahoo kind of took over.
They started like filter.
Yeah.
Then
Cleaning up
Yahoo
their act
fell
a little
off,
bit.
dude.
And then
Yahoo
Yahoo
was
kind of
okay.
fell off and it did its own thing. And Google is just the conglomerate. It's just its own thing. And then Bing gets something because it's Microsoft based, so they have billions to flaunt too. But anyways, as a kid, you remember they would make us do macaroni art or like stupid art things,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, here.
Or a hand art.
the
thing.
hand turkey.
So think of a kid now, because in the States, most kids, regardless of how poor you are, at least if you're at school, you probably have access to internet. If you're going to YouTube like arts and crafts, you see other kids making insane art your age, and you're like, I'm making macaroni thing. So now you as a kid feel like, oh, you're automatically failing because you're not even on par with the kid that could do that. It used to be maybe just 1 or 2 kids in your class or in the classrooms next to you. Okay, that kid's really good at art. This kid's really good at that. But now you're exposed to
Jimmy
thousands
Neutron,
of kids,
dude.
thousands of those
God.
kids, right? So it's no longer, oh, there's just 2 kids that are better than me. There are 50,000 people better than me, and they're getting money for it.
Have you noticed any of that in
Think of
the
how
children's
crippling that
community,
is.
Javi?
No, dude.
That's gotta be crippling.
You still gotten like a handmade thing for
No.
school?
Well, they haven't been in school like all year.
Well, last year, 2 years ago, like
Yeah, they would do those.
they wouldn't
little
give like,
arts
oh,
and
here's a
crafts.
fake flower, or here's a.
Yeah,
still
like
did
here's
that?
a cut, like those collages or whatever. Yeah, they would do that.
Yeah, so it's still kind of alive.
Okay. But I mean, yeah,
So maybe
That's only
it's
because
still
the art
alive, but not
department-
until like it probably dies faster now.
it probably would.
You know, maybe like once you're maybe before we had that magic a little bit longer. Because dude, sometimes I remember
Well, even when I didn't believe in Santa, but again, at the age of 5 and 6, I still, in 6th grade, where I was already 12 years old, I looked forward to like Halloween and Thanksgiving and Christmas because, again, I love art. So any of the art crafts and stuff they would have us do, like, oh yeah, I'm making a Santa Claus with like cotton and I'm drawing and making him look like kind of realistic, doing a portrait.
I
So all that
forgot
stuff
about
was
the
really
con
fun.
you put it for the beard.
For the beard, yeah.
Oh, that was so fun, dude. I remember like I was so when you're talking about like fact checking, I was so like you have like that, I guess, kind of like wishful thinking that whatever somebody's telling you that's older than you is real.
Yeah.
Our soccer coach, dude, freaking Steve McAnally, dude, that beast. It was like around the time I was like hooked on NWA, dude. So I was just like hooked on it. Oh, that's like all,
that's all you would play for
that's
like
all real motherfucker.
a year. I think his whole junior high was
that was
NWA.
like, dude, just NWA, dude. I was going nuts, right? And then like one time, he would drive all of us. He was like, he would have like the caravan of kids. He was like the original Santa Claus, dude, for soccer. But he'd drive us around, dude. And one day he's like, hey, Jose, you know that ECE, I can't say what I say, ECE and NWA, they actually recorded at my house before I lived there. It's like, it used to be a studio. So he told me that, dude.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, no fucking way, dude. I just like thought about it. It's like, I know a guy who lives in the house where NWA recorded, and it was West Valley, dude. It's like EC was already long dead, dude. But I would just like tell my friends, it's like, dude, my soccer coach, dude, guess what?
Yeah, but so see now, like even me, even though knowing that, like that's still kind of cool, the idea of it, right?
Yeah, exactly.
But a kid that might be 15 years younger now, he like just looks it up. There's no way they never did. They never had a studio in West Valley.
Idiot.
So shut the fuck up.
Or I could have called him out.
Like, let me have this. Yeah,
I would have been like, dude, you're freaking lying, Steve. But yeah, it's like I just remember I went home, dude, and but then like school, I was telling all my friends, it's like, dude, my soccer coach, you're not gonna believe it, man. Guess what? What? It's like, NWA, dude, they recorded in this house. So now it's like I told like 100 other kids.
Yeah, so those kids believed it too, because what are they gonna look up?
And
or some of them, most of them would.
And now and they know me, and I know my coach. So it's like technically they know NWA because
of the 6 degrees of separation.
Yep, So it's like we were all connected. And then I remember, dude, I was like literally like, it's sad, dude. I was like literally like probably like 24, and I just had that memory. I was like, this motherfucker lied to me.
That just clicks years
fucking
later.
Steve, dude.
I like what you.
But I felt it was like, it was like I felt good though. You know what I mean? Because like, oh, this guy lied to me, but it was like such a good lie because it just like
it didn't
makes
harm
you
anyone.
feel good.
And then it gives you like
Yeah,
popularity points,
Well, not even popularity points. I just remember like how good I felt.
It just
when I was,
gives
like,
you something.
almost like hope. It's like, oh man,
maybe one day
maybe
I can
one
live
day,
in that.
maybe one day
type of
somebody
house.
will record in my house.
Yeah, it gives you a sense of value.
And here we are.
It was just like awesome. You know what I mean?
Just the wonderment of it all. Yeah, because if think about this, I was thinking about this.
It's like Santa Claus, dude. Honestly, like you're saying, it's just
like my best friend's kid. When he wants to play video games with his buddies now, they can just log on and never go to his house. See, for me, with our friends, like people around the block, I had the Sega Dreamcast. Like when I was able to have that.
You were the only one?
I was the only one with the Sega Dreamcast. Then another friend had the, what's it called? The PlayStation 2. And then someone else had like the Sega Saturn. So we all had different ones. So if we wanted to play, we'd go to each other's houses and stay there 3-4 hours playing, right? So imagine Christmas time. Oh, I got this game, blah, blah, blah. So we'd plan out. On Thursday, we'll all be at your house and we're going to play.
Damn, that was also
hours.
super fun, huh?
Like socializing was different. And granted, video games have been really big this year because of the whole COVID thing and people are able to socialize online. And I've definitely been taking advantage of that. But there's something different being like, all with we played in here.
LAN party. Yeah,
you
guys were hyped.
You want to bring
so fun.
Hey, can you bring your console over?
Bring your TV sometimes.
Sleepovers.
You have to take your TV.
Yeah, sleepovers.
Do kids still sleep over?
I'd imagine they still do.
Be so cool, dude.
I mean, maybe not this year, but
yeah, but
it's like, oh, you bring your console over. Oh, I'm gonna bring this. You know what I mean? I'll bring your gifts.
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna play, dude.
And you're like, oh man, we don't really have snacks. We didn't stock. That's fine. Let's go walk to the gas station.
And then you'd forget your Game Boy Color, dude.
Yeah. So now you're stuck playing the one game you didn't want to.
Yeah.
But you end up having
and
fun because all of you are just playing it. Yeah.
Until winter breaks over.
Yeah.
And that's when you get your game back.
Yeah.
You're like, God, dude.
Good times.
My parents couldn't bring me. It's the best, man.
But I don't know. Should we provide some wholesome advice or?
Well, maybe we can provide some wholesome advice, I mean, if I'm just saying anything, we talked about the holidays and probably the wonders of, I guess, traditions. I guess, it's a big thing, whether it's Santa Claus or giving somebody a gift, or even your dad dressing up as Santa Claus. I mean, I think that's pretty cool that he did that. You know what I mean? Like, uh, he's obviously he knew that he would. You know, he's not Santa, but I think even if he continued to do that, I think that would be like pretty cool. Like, maybe you should tell him, hey, Dad, you should be Santa again this year, dude. Like, I think like if he still did that, that would be like,
he would
even
do
now,
it. He's
even
not
now
above it.
that you're older, like, I think that would be like such a badass thing, like that we can appreciate. Like, looking back, it's like, oh man, it's like, look, my dad put on his Santa suit again, but now we're just gonna eat as a family, and you know, he's gonna get drunk or whatever. We're gonna eat with Santa, you know.
Yeah.
So just like stuff like that, to not let maybe that magic from the
Die.
holidays die, you know.
The imagination, the creativity of it all.
Yeah. So that's it for me, you know, just like don't let your, you know, just the...
I agree, man. I think that's probably one of the saddest, worst parts of growing up, is like losing a lot of your imagination. So holding on to it is pretty important. At least to me it is. I think we lose touch with that. So for me, Javi, if you have one, go ahead. I'm still thinking.
Mine's simple. It's just take a step back and be grateful for everything we have, right? Like, especially after this whole year. I don't know. Just be thankful for what you have and appreciate everybody that's still here.
Yeah, they're your gifts.
They are
The
gifts.
people that are
The
that are
present
left.
is a gift.
Yeah, I think the spirit of giving, one thing for sure I'll be doing is hopefully making some... Well, I'll make some like Puerto Rican pastries, and I'm going to just kind of drive around and give them to my friends. And I'm trying to hopefully do it maybe on Christmas Eve before we party at night. Because again, it's COVID, so we're probably not going to do anything this year. So like maybe on Christmas Eve, since I know most people in the U.S., they don't celebrate Christmas Eve, they celebrate Christmas. So I don't want to bother them on Christmas, but I'll go give them, the pastries. And just because giving, I mean, it's, I think, underrated. I know it's cliche, especially around Christmas, but when you give someone something and they genuinely appreciate it, there's like that sincerity. I think you feel it in your heart.
Even if it's dumb, it could be
Yeah,
like
just
you said,
something
pastries
small,
or
like,
cookies.
It just means you thought of them and you gave them something. And you're absolutely right. It could be trash cookies, like
Could be
these
that
are
popcorn.
disgusting.
you're still gonna eat them. You're like, oh,
A
man,
candle.
these cookies.
yeah.
A candle. I remember one of my favorite gifts, dude. Not to interrupt, but it was like this random guy, dude, that lived in my street, and he knew I liked Harry Potter, and he got me like the Order of the Phoenix. And like he gave me, dude, I was like, God, dude, this guy got me the freaking, and it was the hard one too, it was
A hard copy.
the hard copy, dude. So like, just that, dude, it was just like a book, but I was like, damn, dude, it was one of the best gifts that I ever got.
Yeah. Okay. So I think we've reached our limit. We chose not to do the Unsolved Mysteries of the Internet just for the sake of the time. But this is your boy host.
And this is Host Beef. We're blacking out.
Same with me. My
You
name's
guys have
Javi.
a Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Happy New Year.
Oh, we'll catch you next week, maybe. Bye-bye.
Bye.